All right, guys, we're getting started as Eddie and our man Julio flip here. There's going to be a race to nine ball. A little 1,000 degrees Celsius. These boys will be sweating together, and we got a flip here, and looks like Julio's stepping up to break 10 ball race to 9. Let me get this information updated, guys, and we are off. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Okay, cool. Scoreboard's loaded. There's going to be a race to 9. Race to 9. Okay, there we go. And 1,000 degrees in the middle of heat. These boys are sweating. Hey, one. Kid 'em. All right. All right, guys. There we go. Information is on the screen. The details, since we have so many matches, again, like I said, guys, are not going to be accurate on the Facebook description or the YouTube description just because we're switching it up so much. But for your viewing experience, I am going to edit all of these matches. So in case you missed some of the action or you're trying to find one of the matches and you can't find it because it's a lot of content to go through, don't worry about it. I'm going to edit the videos, so follow us and hit that notification bell so you get a notification when I upload those videos. And it'll take me a little while to do, but I want to make sure that we separate these matches here. Julio is a gentleman up in the Hustlin' Apparel outfit here. Julio has played really well on the stream, matching up with Nathan Childress. Those guys put on a show yesterday. It was the day before, Nathan Childress and Julio matched up, and Nathan actually was a 2-game winner on those 2 sets. Close race, close, very, very good pool. And the following day, yesterday, evening, night, whatever, they matched up again and they played 2 sets. And Julio was not looking too good, slow to get started, but came back, won the first set with Nathan on the hill. And then the second set, Julio opened up strong. Nathan came back, but just wasn't able to close the deal. And Julio won this fourth of the 4 sets. So they're 2-2 in sets. So it'll be interesting to watch. Mickey Krause and Guama Sanchez. Guama Sanchez. They matched up for some back pocket 10 ball, which was really fun to watch. Reyes Gomez has Gray Star Stream. Had a good set earlier on in the morning against Thomas. Thomas, again, they're locked up at 4. They played 4 sets, 2-2 apiece. Thomas the winner in the bottom line, but and set-wise, they're even. So some really good action coming from the Derby City Classic Omega Room as Julio and Eddie race to 9. Thousand logs in the fire pit. As Feder would say, it's for 1,000 rubles. Does the Russians use the rubles? Is that still their currency? I don't know. A Thousand Reasons. That's a good one. Julio's a really good shot. Plays a lot of big table action. Haven't really seen him much on the small table here, but he knows how to move the cue. I got to watch out, be a little more cautious when you're moving around on the 7-foot table. You know, these 7-foot tables are a little more compact and tight, and those lanes that you get are a little more narrow, and got to kind of navigate them a little better. Julio navigates that rack nicely. Starts off with a 1-0 lead. Rupees. I was thinking of the rupees, but I was like, that's a Zelda reference. I don't know. Maybe that's even like copywritten or something. Every time I say the word, no. Isn't like Indian currency too? But anyways, rubles. Yeah, the Russian ruble. Or as the Polish would call it, zloty. Big shout out to the international crowd. Omega, I know, is known all over the world for their supplies and everything that they do for the sport. Big shout out to Mike for putting this on free of charge. No pay-per-view required, no money required. We want to grow the sport without breaking the bank. At least your bank, that is. We'll break ours, but we'll make sure that we give you guys a good show and cover costs. If you're doing it for the money, you're if you're doing it for the money, you're in pool for the wrong reason. Unless you're like a shooter, then you can do it for the money all day. This is a sheer love for the game, sheer love for what I do, and Eddie here trying to get a little love off the one, and he gets it. Sweet shot. Julio looking really good. All right, guys. Well, my breakfast has just arrived. I'm gonna keep the score accurate. Don't want to get my equipment greasy. Let me woof this down, and you guys enjoy. Thanks for hanging out with me. My name's Daniel Krapinski. We're live on Omega Billiard TV from the Omega Room here at the Derby City Classic. Julio adds another one. Yeah, before. For once, not going to say for once, but I was on top of the score. He looked at me. It's like, you forgot to move your coin, bud. It's 4. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, I inhaled that, and now we're feeling pretty good as we get underway to another great evening, early morning. No telling what's going to happen on Omega Billiard TV, the Omega Room, where anything is liable to happen at any moment. And we are all here to just enjoy and savor the moment. I have a feeling that something's going to be starting off here pretty soon, though. I don't know why, but something tells me something's going to get going here. Pretty big. Yeah, I'm one of those types of people that would call a foul on myself. Just because. Oh, that was a sweet little pop shot there over the 6. Let's check this out real quick. Oh, replay buffer. Get it going. Get the replay going. Get the scoreboard back up. There you go. Okay. We are set. Oh, Amber. Probably so. Good karma? Yeah, karma. Karma is a rule. The rule of karma. Or the law of karma, I should say. Oh, you guys. The chat never misses anything, right? Not even the they got all the calls. Quietly look at game 4. You know, when I'm editing these videos, sometimes when you edit a video and you render it or re-render it to put it all back together, if you will, sometimes it takes a while. So I usually tend to watch at least like half of a match or sometimes more, just depending on the length. And I was watching some of these matches from last year from the Derby City as I was editing them, and it was really exciting because I came into the Derby City this year and I knew a couple of the players. I was like, "Hey, you're Brighton. Hey, you're Pancake," and they looked at me like, "How the heck do you know who I am?" I'm like, "Well, I saw you on the video." But oh yeah, Dave W, for sure, calling a foul on yourself. That's yeah, live by the sword, die by the sword type thing, right? No honor, no glory. There's been a couple situations where I'm on stream and we as commentators will notice something that isn't noticed by the players. The chat never misses anything. So that's goes without saying, but there'll be times where, us even as commentators will notice or we'll see something and be like, wait, did he see that? And sometimes players just are oblivious, not even paying attention that, the ball didn't hit a rail, for example, or maybe it was a bad hit. I don't know. There's a lot of situations that come up. Eddie's fault for not paying attention. Yeah. Well, it's interesting, Brian, that you say that. It's kind of both sides of the coin are right. You know what I mean? There's some truth to both sides of the coin. But I guess it's not a foul if it's not called, I guess, maybe? I don't know. But Eddie getting a little bit of weight. Moves up 2-4. One thing I was able to learn a lot about are the different gambling styles and formats that the casino uses. And all of these heat games in the oven, on the stove, and the boiler, and the air fryer. All these games here are hot. So totally different side of pool that the Derby brings to you. All right. Eddie now just trailing by 2 with a break. Tries to bank the one ball, but comes up just a little long. Tucks the cue ball nicely upstream behind the 5 and the 9. Yeah, if you guys were tuned in last night, this morning, it was nonstop action. It was pretty exciting. We also got to watch Nicole play. She played a guy, Familia, and Nicole matched up, and that got pretty intense towards the end too. Weight was being given by Familia, and watching all of that kind of transpire was pretty fun. Amber Dickinson, welcome back. Nicole, yeah, Nicole. She's tough too. Like, she's a tough cookie, you know. Mama bird type of an approach, meaning she ain't gonna let nothing slide, even if it's not even like if it's not concerning her. She was very, very genuine. I could tell. Genuine, honest person, right? You don't find too many of those. Those a little kind of some some antics that were witnessed. I'm not going to call it either way. You guys can be the judge of that, but it's an art to the way that these guys move when they're playing with the heat, you know. Everybody's trying to get the advantage. Everybody's trying to get the lead. Amber says yes. Yeah, no, she was like, as soon as she tied it up, then there was this big ordeal. Something came up, I don't even remember what it was. And then they were arguing that they were racing to 11, and they agreed that they were racing to 11, and it just was great. It's like, yeah, we're racing to 11. I never said we're racing to 11. You said we're racing to 11. All right, well, the race is to 11. It's just good times. Julio here with ball in hand. Julio, Dave W. Julio ended up winning both of those sets last night against Nathan. Nathan had an opportunity to close the first set out, but Julio dug in and came back to win it. I believe they were racing like 13. He's like 13-11 or like 11-9, something like that. And then they matched up for another set. Julio won that one as well. So, a lot of action here in the Omega room. Somebody was saying that Nathan's like 23 years old. Oh, he seems like a lot. I don't know. These kids these days are looking older and older. Maybe it's just me getting old and well, I was hoping to get a little love off the backside of the two, but ends up in a pretty good position here. Julio doesn't have a shot. Julio going to the air on this one. This is where this cue ball travels to. Is going to be definitely a replay. Oh, Dave W. coming down to see the Omega room tomorrow. Come on down, sir. You are cordially invited to join us here in the Omega room, totally free of charge. We do have a couple of VIP seats that you can reserve if you would like. Dave W., come by, say hello. My name's Daniel. I'd like to put a face to the name. Anybody, by the way, wants to come by and say hello or for whatever reason, or I'd like to get to meet people. I like to meet people. So come by, stop by the Omega booth, say hello to our staff there that works tirelessly to meet our customers' needs. We're based out of Fort Worth, so if you guys are listening and you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, make sure you come by our shop. All right, Dave, cool. Looking forward to it, bud. Met a lot of really great people from all over the country. I love how sometimes certain people only give me their nicknames or call me Kentucky, he said. I said, what's your name, sir? Call me Kentucky. All right, yes, sir. Another guy, Brandon Johnson, I asked for his name. I was like, hey, what's your name? He's like, Brandon Johnson. And I had my little pen and paper because I want to write and make sure the names are spelled right. You know, I'm writing his name down. And he asked me, he's like, did you need my social security number too? And I'm just like, well, you didn't win a jackpot, so I don't need your social, sir. Just give me your name for the stream. And Kentucky, he just said, call me Kentucky. I didn't want to ask him any more questions after that. He was a big guy, and he didn't look like he was in the mood for an interview. Brett White. That's what's up. Come on by the shop. We're located at 440 West Pipeline Road in Hurst, Texas, the Hurst, Euless, Bedford area. Nice little shot there by Julio. Moves ahead 5-2. Yeah, it'd be nice to see you, Brett White. Sounds like that's a entertaining job working for Lockheed. Oh, really, Dave? Dave says that he's lived in Indiana his whole life and only heard about the Derby City Classic a couple years ago. How did you hear about it, Dave? Tell me the story. How did it come up? I mean, it was going on. You never heard of it. How did all that come about? Wonder how you figured out. Was it a flyer? Was it Facebook? Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for your services, Brett. Hats off to you and the rest of the team protecting America and the world. Pretty shot by Eduardo. Wanted to get a little bit, a couple more rotations, but this is going to allow him to pull off that long rail and draw it down. Look at that. 5 kind of got in the way, but it was on a beautiful line to get to the 4. Okay. Oh, a guy you know that builds cues? That's cool. Who's the cue maker? If he's a little local guy, that's cool too. But okay, fresh back on the table, Dave. Get it. Welcome back. We've been waiting for you. Ryan Myers Custom Cues. Okay, shout out Ryan Myers Custom Cues. Great shot there to get it past the 7. You know, I struggle with those shots whenever you have another ball in your peripheral or in the line of sight of your object ball. Sometimes I get distracted and miss my shape. Cool, Dave. Good to know. Yeah, Julio here in full stroke. About to take this now. 6-2. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty. Wow. Yeah, he's got some pretty nice stuff. Yeah, I was just browsing through his Facebook collection, look pretty fancy. Yeah, Dave W. We have a little software here that allows me to see all the chats from Facebook and YouTube. I don't like the chats on the screen. I think that's a little distracting. I know a lot of other people they want to, you know, they put their face on the screen and the chats on the screen. I don't know. I like to less is more in my opinion. But yes, Dave, I've got the ability to see all the chats. We're even out on Twitch too. Uh, we don't have enough followers on our LinkedIn yet, but we're on LinkedIn as well. So if you are on LinkedIn, if you're in that social space, follow Omega Billiards on LinkedIn. We'll try to get enough followers so we can stream on LinkedIn. That'd be pretty cool. We're on TikTok, but you guys have all heard in the news what's happening to TikTok, so it's kind of something that's not as high of a priority. Still a priority, because something could change at the last minute. But from what I heard, I think TikTok's going to get banned or something, or I don't know. Yeah, well, with the advances in modern technology, they could probably build me a new eye. No, I'm just joking. But no, it's strenuous on the eyes because you kind of gotta. Yeah, I've got three screens of information, three computer screens of information I've got to navigate, so it can become a juggling act for sure. Julio here, nice shot to stop, line up for the 6, roll forward, play the 7. Oh no, yeah, draws back to play the 7 to the side pocket. Get a little easier angle to get to the 10. I'll have an AI. I'm just joking. Okay, so Julio moves his coin. That's 1. 7 for Julio. All right, just want to make sure I have the count accurate there. Thank you, Dave. Um, one of my proudest accomplishments, something that is like, what have you done with your life that made your mama proud? Well, I don't know if it made her proud or anything, but one thing that I'm very, very proud of is being able to broadcast and cover the U.S. Open from Griff's. When Mark Griffin was still alive, I was really good friends with Mark Griffin, and I kind of had the vision of what Digital Pool was already doing, and I was trying to get Mark to let me elaborate on his domain so we could set up a couple cameras permanently in his pool room, so that way, we could stream all of his tournaments, and I could lay in my bed and do the commentary or whatever I had to do, make it a little bit easier. But I was able to do the U.S. Open, and I actually was. We had 4 tables, 4 cameras, and you know how 8 ball can get boring as they're, no shot clock and they're taking time. Well, it was a really good event that I was able to cover because, we were able to kind of switch tape and go from table to table. When somebody was on the 8 ball, we never missed an 8 ball shot. So it was kind of like the NFL red zone. That was a really good production. Unfortunately, Mark Griffin wasn't alive to see it. He passed away when I was doing Kerry Ingram's tournament. I'll never forget that. We were all kind of warming up, getting ready for the tournament, and that's when Brandon, the manager, broke the news, and it was quite the somber moment. But as soon as the news was broken, I gathered everybody around, took a picture, and I shared it with everybody so that way they could all have that to remember. Wish I had more opportunity to spend with Mark to learn the ins and the outs of this business. And now I'm working with Omega Mike, and once you think you've seen it all, think again. All right, so I do believe that Eddie got that game. Give Eddie his point. Ladies and gentlemen, Guama Sanchez has entered the building. Ooh. They weeble, they wobble, but they won't fall down. Okay. I think that's called, they said it was Psycho Bunny. Not too bad. I guess $40 for a hat isn't too bad. Your guys' stream keeps freezing? Okay, hold on one second. Let me work this out. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Just take this down a little bit. All right, guys, go ahead and refresh y'all's browser. Let me make sure this other setting is adjusted. Yeah, Walter Estes, if you guys keep freezing from here on out, let me know. D, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, everything seems to be streaming okay. Everything's sending out here. Yeah, we should be good, guys. If it keeps freezing from here on out, go ahead and click that little refresh button on the top of your browser or refresh it on your phone, and you should be good to go. If it continues to freeze, let me know. I think I got it fixed there. I adjusted the settings, so that way it should be good. All right, cool. Better now? All right, guys, good. Sorry about that. All right, well, that's Julio for you guys. Julio was able to take down that set. Yeah, thanks for the feedback, D. Sometimes, yeah, internet. No problem. You're absolutely welcome, guys. Big thanks to everybody who's shared the stream out. Cliff, Anthony Michael, thank you. Donnie Branson, thank you very much, sir. Phil Sneed.